naturally.
In light of recent events, California Tacos and Tap Room will be open and adding online ordering for delivery or takeout to the Santa Ynez Valley. Head on over to CaliforniaTacos.net. Place your order, pay online, and stay safe.
If yours is a small business and you feel like you're lost in the shuffle, call me, Bridget Navarro, at 805-757-4396, and I can help you stand out by creating an effective and successful radio campaign.
Thanks for tuning in to AM 1440 and FM 106.3 KUHL. On the way, we'll check traffic and weather, got some more news, and as part of our local news segment, time to talk food with our favorite grocery gal, Amy Goldsmith. Amy's helped to launch and grow some of the most well-known brands that many of us eat or at least see on the grocery shelves. She's a food industry insider and lives her life as a food finder, looking for the best new products and trends. You can follow Amy and direct message her any questions through Facebook and also on Instagram at the Grocery Gal. First of all, Amy, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Ben.
So we had another listener call in. We always appreciate the input. They wanted to know more about sports drinks. These drinks are everywhere, endorsed by athletes, but I guess the question is for our listeners out there, are they good for you?
That's a great question, Ben. I mean, honestly, it depends. And certainly some are better for you than others. So if you're an athlete working out and you're sweating really hard for more than an hour, you might consider drinking a sports drink. If you're not sweating hard for more than an hour, a sports drink just becomes another sugary drink for you. So electrolytes are minerals in the body, and that maintains its ionic balance for the body. Think like calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. And when we exercise, we sweat, and these minerals leave the body, and the result is we can be dehydrated and susceptible to cramps and exhaustion. So, yes, you should be hydrating and adding these minerals back in, but we need to read the labels, I always say that, and see what's inside these drinks. In the case of a sports drink, we want the sodium. Sodium is good for a sports drink, but we don't want the sugar and calories. We don't want to hydrate by sugar. So, really, think back to your last workout. Was it over an hour? Was sweat dripping down your nose? If the answer is no, and then it's unlikely that you need to aggressively resalt your body.
Okay, good to know. So, so far, to say the most popular sports drink is Gatorade. So, what do we know about that? Is it good or bad for you?
So, what's interesting is in about 1965, a special sports drink was formulated for the Florida Gators football team, and that's how Gatorade came to be. And the brand was sold for about $13 billion, that's $13 billion with a B, to Pepsi in 2001. And now Gatorade is owns like 75% of the market in the sports drink category. And look, Gatorade tastes delicious. Kids drink it after, basketball and soccer practice, and everyone has a favorite flavor, but there's a lot of sugar. And it's not just Gatorade, by the way. It's other brands, too. So, for example, a 12-ounce cola drink, it contains about 39 grams of sugar. Gatorade and some of these drinks are about 21 grams of sugar. And that's a lot. So drinking too many of these sports drinks, especially when you're not performing like vigorous exercise, can really increase the risk of obesity and other health problems such as type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease and gout. There's a risk of cavities, too, with a sugar drink. So water should always be your first drink of choice. And there certainly are scenarios where a sports drink is exactly what your body needs, but just really look at the sugar label.
Yeah. So I guess if you're sweating a lot, though, that's when you want to go to the sports drinks. But if you're not sweating, then probably water's best.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it. We're speaking to Grocery Gal Amy Goldsmith here on KUHL, the time 7:36. And so I guess if people are looking for buying a sports drink, what should we look for, certain ingredients maybe to be in that sports drink?
Absolutely. So sports drinks actually really come in many forms, including the ready-to-drink beverages that we know that we see in the market and in convenience stores. They also come in powders and tablets. So if you're looking for the easiest grab-and-go option, a ready-to-drink sports drink is usually, like I said, available at a grocery or convenience store. Or if you're traveling and you want something more portable, a tablet or powder that you can mix with water may be preferable. But at a minimum, look for a sports drink that contains at least sodium and potassium. Those are the two primaries that you really want to look for. And then if there's magnesium and calcium in there, that's a great bonus. but look at the calories. And again, consider your activity level and your caloric expenditure and your energy needs. I mean, you may choose a sports drink higher in calories if you're training for a marathon. However, if you're exercising for over an hour but trying to lose weight, you may want to replace electrolytes without consuming the extra calories. So again, think of what your goal is. And again, watch the ingredients. And some of these sports drinks contain potentially harmful artificial sweeteners. But look at what it's sweetened with. It could be sweetened with sugar. It could be sweetened with honey. It could be sweetened with something like stevia. And stevia affects the flavor. I personally don't like stevia. I can't drink it. I can taste it a mile away. You can put 22 other ingredients in there, and I can find the stevia in my taste buds. So I can't taste it. Other people love it. So you just really have to watch what it's being sweetened with.
Yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, I love sodas, and I was drinking quite a bit of diet sodas, but it's almost like there's so many chemicals in those that you're just better off drinking a regular soda, I guess.
I mean, to a certain extent, that is true, because at least with a regular soda, it's just plain sugar.
Right.
And there's not a lot of artificial things in there. You shouldn't be drinking soda, though. You should drink something else. Drink some water.
All right, so I will listen to your advice. I'm not going to do a soda every day, though. All right.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, well, anyway, so what do you recommend? I mean, what's best to drink if you want a sports drink?
So look, like I just said, obviously water is best. And if you need something else, read the label. Pick one that has low sugar and fewer calories. Experts recommend looking for a beverage with at least 300 milligrams of potassium and at least 80 milligrams of sodium. Look for minimal added flavors and colors and artificial things like you had just mentioned. But another great option, which people don't realize, is drinking coconut water. Coconut water is a great natural electrolyte drink that helps to rehydrate and restore the electrolyte balance. And it's actually kind of good for you. So consider coconut water. And a lot of these sports drinks are sweetened with coconut water, have added coconut water in it. So you may want to look for that in the ingredient label. Also, athletes have been known to drink pickle juice or take a squirt of mustard because it contains salt and vinegar, which helps replenish electrolytes and maybe prevent cramping. My 91-year-old father-in-law eats a mustard packet after he plays tennis. He swears by it.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Yeah. There's a brand called Numa Organic Electrolyte Sports Drink. Numa, N-O-O-M-A, Numa, that you can buy on Amazon that stands out as one of the healthiest and best sports drinks. Again, like I said, it has coconut water in it. It has sea salt and other organic fruit flavorings. It's sweetened with stevia, so rules me out, but there's only 30 calories and no added sugar.
Wow.
There's also a brand called K Plus Organic. Again, you can buy it online, and I'll let you in on a little secret. LeBron James' wife is co-owner of this brand called K Plus Organic. And the brand was started by a Los Angeles mom who wanted her kids to drink a better sports drink with less sugar and better ingredients. And Savannah James, LeBron's wife, and a mom, agreed and invested in it, and she's co-founder. And what I find most interesting about this K Plus Organics with Savannah James involved is that LeBron James is endorsed by Powerade, the Coca-Cola company's answer to Gatorade. So what that tells you about, the sports drinks is better for you options, and that she recognizes that even though her bread and butter is with Powerade. So, Powerade and Gatorade aren't necessarily the end-all, be-all.
All right, well, I'm going to put you on the spot, Amy. So which is better, Powerade or Gatorade?
Fair question, because these brands are everywhere, thanks to their parent companies, Coke and Pepsi. It's really, really close. Obviously, it's personal preference. But Gatorade has a little bit more sodium and a little bit more potassium. So by comparison, Gatorade is slightly better at replacing those lost electrolytes.
All right. Well, anyway, you heard it here, folks. So there you go. But I guess really the key is if you're doing a vigorous workout, you're sweating a lot, then really you want to go for those sports drinks. But again, like you always tell us, is read those labels.
Read those labels. Figure out why you're drinking it, what your needs are, and read those labels and make the choices based on that.
All right. Well, there you go. Some great information, and thanks to our listener for telling us about that and that they had some questions about that. By the way, you can follow Amy Goldsmith and direct message her any questions through Facebook and also on Instagram at The Grocery Gal. Amy, another fabulous interview with you. We look forward to the next one soon.
Thanks, and be well.
All right, I will. 742, don't forget birthdays and anniversary wishes. 928-1440 is my number.
When you're looking for a place to store your possessions, you want security, you want it safe, and at an affordable price. You want McCoy Lane Storage. They've been in business for over 30 years with a wide variety of storage